what's up? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if your name is Young Thug, it looks like you got the last laugh. Y'all, Thug is coming home. I repeat, Young Thug is coming home. In one of Atlanta's longest running criminal case. It had so many twists, turns, and clowns. And baby, we are talking about the old judge and at time prosecutors, right? Young Thug at the end of all this is coming home. You guys, they had just announced the terms of his plea deal. He is coming home. Oddly enough, I want to say how many people actually knew about Young Thug's decision to actually take a plea deal. See, I thought people were snitching on him and they had flipped on him. And that's why he was taken and he would get the longest sentence. But if he's getting the longest sentence, everybody else is going to be out on the streets. However, all things are not sunshine and roses. Do you know Thug has been banned from the Atlanta area? He cannot make gangster rap music. Baby, you bet. Is he going to have to do a Kirk Franklin revolution rebrand? Do you want a revolution? Yeah, yeah. Is he about to do a Kirk Franklin rebrand? Do you want a revolution? Yeah, right? That little Christian thing, that would be funny if Young Thug actually rebrands into a Christian rapper where he thugging it out for God and got Mariah the Scientist doing hooks. Mariah, I said in the last video, you better marry that man for conjugal visits. It looked like you don't need the conjugal visits anymore, but you better marry that man because from what I hear, he's still got a couple dollars out on the street. Okay, let's get into the actual details, all right? He took a plea deal, okay? He took the plea deal for guilty. They laid out the evidence, okay? They have not asked for the sentence yet, right? Legal experts thought that he was getting at least 20 years in prison. However, it looks like that man is going home. He got time served. He got a $25,000 fine. He got 15 years of probation. So, Thug, don't try to be slick in the Target self-checkout line. You know, don't try to scan those Tide Pods one time, even though you got 3 packs. Keep it cute. Keep it on brand. So 15 years probation, a $25,000 fine. Now, he did get 5 years in prison, but it was commuted to time served. Now, I think he's been locked up since 2022. So that's 2 years. So maybe he has to serve 3 years in jail. No. Sorry. 5 years in prison. I do believe that as long as you serve 60% of your sentence, they can say commuted to time served. Anyway, it was commuted to time served, which is about 2.5 years. Get this. He's been banned from the metro Atlanta area. He has been banned from the metro Atlanta area. Fannie Willis said, get out of my city and don't come back. Even though, does that mean he gonna take this alleged RICO conspiracy organization 2 towns over? If Young Thug really want to do something for the culture, why don't y'all go over to one of those Georgia sundown towns and set up Young Thug Enterprises then? I'm just saying, I don't like to see criminal stuff, but I would like to see a sundown town be ran by the Young Thug organization. And we cannot call it a criminal organization anymore. He will be truly humble under God. I want his next album to be truly humble under God, where he is doing Kirk Franklin. He got a feature by Kirk Franklin and Mariah the Scientist. Anyway, right? There's more details. Thug must perform 4 times a year for free at a grade school, high school, or etc. So that's his community service. 4 times a year, he got to put on a concert at either a grade school, high school, or whatever to give back to the kiddies. He must perform non-gang related music. Is this a joke? Atlanta is not a real place. They're really not. But there's more. He must do 100 hours of community service. He cannot use only 100 hours of community service. That's a certain thing. Fannie Willis, they put so much money into this and time. All for this? This is all you could get? I mean, again, I'm sure people are happy for Thug's family. He don't got to spend the rest of his life in prison. But for the state of Atlanta, whoever was doing this, seems like a colossal waste of time and money. It's all y'all could get. 100 hours of community service. He cannot use or promote hand signs, terminology, or music that is gang related. please. He better rebrand instead of calling himself a blood pyro. I am in the blood of Jesus. Pyro for God. He, of course, is not allowed to use any rugs. He has a Fourth Amendment waiver of his rights to random searches and seizures. Now that's going to be a problem. But I guess that Fourth Amendment waiver will only be when he's on probation. But the probation is going to be for, check notes, 15 years. These people can run up on him for 15 years in random searches and seizures. Let me just say this. Young Thug, if I was him, I would move to the most heavily guarded, gated community in the world, and I would pay to live on top of the hill. So when they run up on you for those random search and seizures, they got to pass 16 security points. So by the time they're there, you already got everything, stowed away. Again, by the time they're there, you already have everything stowed away. There is more, by the way. He cannot use any guns. Yo, it's over. He's going home. To me, this is a very, very, very sweetheart deal. This is better than what anybody could have expected, which leads me to believe, how did he get the sweetheart deal? The prosecution was said to have him dead to rights. So how did he get this amazingly sweetheart deal? How did he get all that? It seems very, 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 very interesting. Again, this is what he has just been sentenced to moments ago. Again, that plea deal, it all moved very quick. Interestingly enough, I do remember T.I. Saying a few weeks ago that Thug is going to come home. Now, a lot of people say, oh, that was just T.I. having wishful thinking. But no, did he know something we don't? Were they already negotiating that mess? Were they? Because it could have been wishful thinking, or did everybody knew that Thug was going to take a plea deal? And since Thug took a plea deal, he okayed it for everybody in his organization to take a plea deal too. Again, if Thug got this light a deal, then you got to ask, like, who else, right? If he got this, I don't know. If he got this much, what y'all think? I'm seriously interested to think, what do y'all think? If he got this much, or this little, again, let's run through this, what he got, just in case y'all didn't keep in mind. If he did this easily, I mean, what's everybody else doing? Think about it. Okay. He got time served. He's going home, 15 years of probation, $25,000 fine, 5 years of prison, but it's commuted to time served. So he's out of there. It looks like him and Mariah are going to be having a very Merry Christmas. Everybody keep checking Mariah's Instagram feed, because she definitely was his ride or die. I'm sure he is going to make this a Christmas to remember. But he's banned from the metro Atlanta area. So that means he can live in the suburbs outside of Atlanta, just the metro area. He must perform 4 times a year for free at grade schools, high schools, etc. He must perform non-gang related music. 100 hours of community service, cannot use or promote hand-sized terminology or music that is gang-related, no rug use, Fourth Amendment waiver of his rights to random search and seizures while he is on that 15-year probation, no gun use at all. Again, he's going home. He is going home. Yo, shout out to Thug's lawyer. I don't know how much he paid for that lawyer. I don't care if he paid his last penny. Baby, it was money well spent. That lawyer did the impossible. Nobody saw this outcome. But again, in the coming days, I am wondering, in addition to the plea deal, what did he give them? I'm not saying he's snitching. I just want to know what information he gave them to make the feds happy with that. I'm just saying, because the last time I checked, or maybe the feds case, I'm sorry, not the feds, maybe Fulton County's case was so weak that they did this just to save embarrassment. That could be it too. Y'all listen, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Story developing. Bye.